Hi, I want to make a video response because I don't think I could say everything I wanted to say in a text response. And first of all, I really want to applaud you. Yay. Can you clap with me? This is my son. Clap. Yay. We want to applaud you for making a video about food addiction. I think I agree, like, 100 million % with you on all of this, and you and I are very close to the same month post-op, or I think I'm 14 or 15 weeks and you're 19 weeks or something like that, and no shit about the food addiction coming back. And isn't it just hell when you're menstruating? I mean, I have to mark on my calendar every time I'm about to PMS, when I'm going to ovulate, and when I'm going to menstruate, because those are the out of control times. And it just kind of goes to show how huge of a role our hormones play in food addiction as well. I like to look at food addictions a lot. As a matter of fact, and when I was in school, I had a professor who studied food addictions, and I was very interested in that. And another professor whom I worked with, a biological psychologist who studied hormones and food addiction. And so you can see the theme of my life. They always say in school that you study the things that interest you the most because they are particular to your life. And yeah, absolutely they are. And food addiction is, and it is, you're right, the hardest thing to get control of, because we do have to eat to survive. This is part of our built-in mechanism from evolution. I really saw a very interesting show on Fit TV the other day. I was so excited about it. I started recording it, and it talked about how evolution has ingrained us to crave foods that got us through the hard times, and those foods are the foods that are high in sugar, high in fat, and high in all the bad stuff for us. And those foods got us through the times when we were starving for, evolutionarily speaking, starving at the time. And now that we so easily and so readily can provide them for ourselves, our fat, so to speak, has kind of taken over our minds. And this program also talked about scientists considering fat not just as an inert material, but as an organ itself, and meaning that it has more intelligence. I guess intelligence is what you'd say, than what we first considered. And I 100% agree, because your fat cells don't disappear when you lose fat. They are still there, and they are just like that, able to stick that fat right back in that same place. And that's an evolutionary design for survival for us. But okay, off that subject, it is incredibly difficult. It is, I think, much harder to overcome a food addiction than it is a drug addiction. Now, I don't want to offend anybody, because I've had the opportunity to work closely with many substance abusers. Food addiction is a little different, though. It's incredibly difficult, because food is around us everywhere. As a matter of fact, just sitting here looking at my desk, I mean, I've got a Laffy Taffy, I've got a bowl of cereal, I've got a glass of empty protein shake, I've got my daughter's Nerds, I've got a glass of fruity drink, it's just effing everywhere. And you're right that you have to replace something with that. I don't know what I've replaced. I fear that it will be alcohol or something like that. I know that a lot of people have come to that. I also fear that if I don't gain the right amount of control, that I will over control and wind up anorexic. or somewhere along those lines, bulimic, anorexic, basically with another eating disorder. And food addiction is just that. It is an eating disorder. And it will probably be classified in the Diagnostic Statistical Manual soon as an eating disorder, not the ones that we're commonly aware of, but as an overeating disorder, which will be helpful for us who have addictions, because we will be looked at as not weak. We will be looked at as having a disease of the mind, and helped hopefully appropriately. I just wanted to get on here and share a couple things with you guys, and I don't have much else to say other than I applaud your bravery for coming on here about food addiction, and these are the tremendously helpful videos for people who are considering weight loss surgery, and people who think that weight loss surgery is just this easy breezy way to get yourself skinny. At least you and I, and I'm sure hundreds of thousands of other people out there, whether they are ready to say that they have a food addiction or not, or even whether it's necessary, can find tremendous help in this. And I just want to thank you. Thanks, hon. Bye-bye.